And hopefully somebody will call the police. They'll start coming over here to the area, and it'll force him to get up and have to leave. And hopefully he'll run to the house real quick. So we ride through there. We do this 2-3 times. Don't nobody call the police. Don't nobody call the police. Matter of fact, they come outside to see what's going on, to see who done got shot. See, that's what I don't understand about our community. How do you hear this going on, and the first thing you think is, who is that out here shooting? What is you doing? The first thing you should have been doing was, Lord, somebody, child. Yes, I live over here on 15th Avenue over here in the project. Yes, I'm on Section A, and I got, You need to be calling the police. So after we do that and he don't move, I'm like, man, that's crazy. So the plan changed. The plan changed from just following him to a kidnap. The plan is we just gonna pull up, get him, put him in the car. His car was parked on the other side of the road. You know what I'm saying? Where I used to live on 21st. He on the other side of 21st. So we gonna grab him right there, get his keys, get the keys to my homeboy right there. He gonna run across the field, get in the car. So by the time we come off the street, he'll be coming off the street, and he'll just follow us to the area where we know he lives. We just don't know which apartment it is. So that's what happened. So we pull up. When we pull up, I jump out with the AK-47. I got a mask on. Don't move. And the first thing he said, man, what's going on? Like, he didn't seem spooked. He didn't seem worried. I don't even know if he was thinking it was real or not. And he had somebody else he was sitting outside with. So when I jump out with the AK-47, don't move, homeboy, put your hands up. So when I jump out, my homeboy, he taking his time. Like, he get out, you know what I'm saying? He got the 9. So when I walk up to him, he grab him aggressively. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy big. When he grabbed him, he kind of dragging him. And when he dragging him, I can remember him saying, man, dope is in the bushes, man, behind the tree. He was already trying to tell her that he didn't even have to work on it, that the work was behind the tree. But we don't want the work. My homeboy don't want the work. My homeboy want the money. My homeboy got legal issues. And keep in mind, in this situation, I'm calling myself a friend to somebody because I'm all cool with the criminal life because this is how I was living at the time. So I'm calling myself being a friend, looking out for a friend who basically needed some help. But at the same time, I'm not realizing how desperate of a situation that my homeboy is in. I'm not in a desperate situation. I got a plug at the time. I'm living with my girl in Clarville at the time. I got a car at the time. She got a car. She got a job. Like, I was really straight. And sometimes you don't even realize, and that's whether you in the life or out of the life. Sometimes people don't let you know how desperate they really are. And when they desperate, what you don't realize and what you don't see is they'll put you in a situation with them. Because most people, when they get like that, they don't care who they bring down with them. Now, true enough, I could make my own decisions at the time. But the point I'm making is, sometimes when you cool with people, they don't care enough. When you cool with people and they got something going on, they don't think, they not thinking to be considerate of you and your situation. What they doing is, they cool with, if I go down, we all going down. But guess what? I can't even fault them for that. Because the life that we live in the laws and guidelines and codes that we have pledged to, that's what we have been indoctrinated with. These my homeboy. If I go to jail, we all go to jail. If he shoots somebody, we all shoot him. If I'm hitting the lick, we all eat. That was what we was indoctrinated with. So in his mind, he actually just seen it like we was ride or die. But at the same time, he was selfish. And he didn't care who was going down with him. So look, by the time we get the guy in the car, I jump back in the driver's seat. I jump back in the passenger seat. My little cousin driving. We done went in his pocket, pitched the keys to my homeboy. My homeboy sprint across the field. When he sprint across the field, by the time it was time right, we come, boom, boom. He get behind, he follow us to where we going, to where we knew the area where he lived. We just didn't know exactly which apartment it was. And while we driving, I heard a man back here. Excuse me, commercial break me, please. Parental advisory. I must advise you. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a little graphic, but I have to be graphic because I want you to see you know what I'm saying, the extent. I want you to see the seriousness of it. I want you to understand, you know what I'm saying, that I get it and I understand, and I want you to get it and understand. Just in case if you in the streets and you in the life, and if it's any part of you who think what I'm explaining to you is cute, is cool, you know what I'm saying, it makes me a real one, let me be the first one to tell you, no. This is wrong. This was somebody's child. This is somebody's brother. This is somebody's father. And then not only that, you know what I'm saying, if you listening to music that glorify what I'm explaining to you, I need you to realize within yourself, like, this ain't cool, because in this moment I'm actually in it. I'm actually doing it. I'm actually living it. And most of these dudes who rapping it, they really not living it. They ain't never saw it. They ain't never been that close to it. So at the time this is going on, all of a sudden I heard shots go off in the back seat. Pop, pop, pop. I'm thinking he shot him. First thing I do is look over at my cousin. My cousin look at me and my cousin look at each other. And then I hear the guy say, man, you ain't got to do all that, man. You ain't got to do all that. So I know he ain't shot him. So when I turn around and look, my job partner, who I'm getting in trouble with at the time, he pistol whipping him. He pistol whipping. I turn around, hit him with the butt of the K one time. Pow! You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, be quiet, man. Stop all that. And my homeboy, he really going in. All this is really unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? All the licks out of here, it ain't never went to this extent. It ain't never went this far. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I'm just being the homeboy. So we drive and we get to the area. When we pull up to the area, everybody get out the car. You hear all the doors close almost at the same time, simultaneously. They all open up at the same time, simultaneously. Then you hear. So we standing there. My little cousin is standing on the driver's side, right by the driver's side. I get out of the passenger seat. They get out of the back seat. My homeboy pull up in the car. He get out and he's standing by the car. My homeboy and the dude that we done kidnapped is standing at the back of the car by the trunk. I done walk back a little bit. I'm almost right by where the gas tank is. And so they going back and forth. And my homeboy is telling him, man, take me in the house. And this man was one of the bravest men I have ever seen in my entire life. Because at the time, he bleeding, he leaking. And so when he telling him, let's go in the house and get that, I don't know if he realized he knew who we were and didn't think it was going to go no further than that. Or if he realized we didn't know which apartment it was. But this man looked my homeboy dead in the eyes and told him, he said, man, I'm not taking y'all in my house. He said, my kids is in there. And when he said that, I ain't gonna lie to you, parts of me, I almost really wanted to respect him. I've been in a situation like that before. Commercial break me, please. If you ain't got the book, the link is in the description. I got both books on sale right now. You can get both books, 2 for $25. If you ain't follow me on Instagram, I need everybody to do me a favor. Go follow me on Instagram, BAKERII. The link to my Instagram is also in the description. If you ain't got me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. Go follow me on every social media platform. My Snapchat is JOETTT Baker. If you got any questions, it's probably best to try to catch me on Snapchat. All of my other ones, they be kind of flooded. Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? I converse back with my people on Snapchat. But okay, so boom. So when he say that, I was just kind of like, we're gonna let him go. And so when they still going at it. They still going at it. I'm looking at my little cousin looking at me, and we all looking at each other. It's getting heated out here. It's getting heated. And keep in mind, my homeboy is desperate at the time. So finally, the dude have enough courage. He turned his back on my homeboy. I don't know if my homeboy took that as disrespect or not. But when he turned his back, my homeboy grabbed his shoulder. When he grabbed his shoulder, he spun him around and he shot one time. Pow! When he shot, we didn't know where he hit him at the time, but we know that he hit him because he fell down and he started screaming. He said, ah! And when he did that, immediately my heart almost jumped out of my chest. I don't know how everybody else felt at the time, but I knew in that very moment, this has gotten way more real than any other situation that I have been in. Not only have it got more real because somebody got shot, I got 3 other people with me. And at that point in the streets, this is different because somebody done got shot. and I'm not by myself. That means I have 3 other co-defendants. And then at the time, you also got 2 people who are clearing. One is only a driver and one is basically only following us. So by the time you get ready to sit down in the court, they're going to give the 2 people who didn't have that much activity in the situation leniency. And when I say leniency, they basically going to cut a deal with them so they can get the 2 main people. It's supposed to be 4 in here. It's only 2. So when they go down, my homeboy who was driving the other car, he take off like a track star. I don't even know where he went. I just know he vanished. The only thing I seen was smoke. My little cousin who was driving, he get in the driver's seat, boom. I get in the passenger seat, boom. He get back in the back seat, boom. And so when we back up, we pull off. And as we driving, I heard my little cousin say, man, what was that for? When he say that, I turn around and look at my homeboy. And I said, man, what is you doing? He was like, man, forget all that, man. Forget what? Forget what? You already got an attempted murder charge. Not only do you got an attempted murder charge, you already got pending dope cases. Like I said, he was desperate. And he just felt like, man, dude, man, man, I had to. I said, man, you ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that. And keep in mind, and this is the part I left out. As we was driving, when he was pistol whipping, I did go in his pockets and took whatever little extra, whatever money that he had in his pocket. So now, we driving back to Clarksville, Tennessee. And when we were shooting in the air and he didn't get in the car to leave, we ended up getting back in my girl's car. So when he was shooting them shots, he was shooting in my girl's car, which the bullets ended up going out of the door. So we got bullet holes in the side of the car. So we drive and there's blood in the back seat. So we stopped at a car wash trying to wash the blood out. It was hard to get the blood out. So finally, we get to the house. When we get to the house, my little cousin and my homeboy who pulled the trigger, they stay downstairs and sleep on the couch. I walk my little bow-legged tail upstairs. And at the same time, I'm trying to fathom what just happened. And one more thing, when you go into Clarksville, one of the ways that you could go, you got to pass my mama's house. We stopped at my mama's house, we take the guns out and we put them in a car that my mama didn't drive no more. It was basically, it wasn't no good. We put the guns in the back of the car. So we get to Clarksville, I'm walking my little bow-legged tail upstairs. When I get upstairs, I lay in the bed. My gal fine, thick. I'm talking about nice little red bone junk. I'm talking about baddest in the city, you know what I'm saying? And usually as soon as I get in there and touch just a piece of a little soft skin, you know what I'm saying? My man gonna get up, thick, looks long, white, strong. I'm talking about he gonna stand and salute. Still, I don't know if she realized or she maybe she thought I was cheating because she hit me with the little hood. When she hit me like that and she realized that I ain't even respond, the first thing she did was turn over and she said, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. I didn't tell her what was going on, but I had a lot on my mind at the time. Because now this is one of them times when you want to be strategic, you want to be calculated, but things done spent out of control so fast, you don't even know what to do. So I ain't even really getting no rest that night. I'm dazing in and out. I'm dozing off, and I'm waking back up and I ain't really getting no sleep. So finally the sun started to crack a little bit. It's morning. I hear somebody coming up the step. And as he coming up the step, I can tell he talking on the phone to somebody. And by the time he walking past the bedroom door to go in the bathroom, all I hear him say is, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't killed nobody. When he said that, my first response was, I jumped out of the bed, run downstairs, I almost fall. I wake up, hey, cuz. Man, what are you talking about? He said, man, cuz, he dead, cuz. I said, who? He said the name. When he said the name, my heart, I said, for real? I said, y'all gotta get out of here, cuz. He said, I already know, cuz. He said, man, take me to the house. So when he say that, dude coming downstairs, I tell him the same thing. He still on. I said, man, get off the phone. Why is you still on the phone with these people, trying to tell these people, man, get off the phone, man. So he get off the phone. I said, man, where you trying to go? Y'all gotta get out of here. I'm finna drop y'all off. So when we go through that, you know what I'm saying? We jump in the car, we pull up. I still ain't told my gal what's going on. I take him halfway. You know what I'm saying? He get back in the car with the person who drove him to Governor Square Mall. I let him out the car so he can go. So as I'm driving my little cousin to the house, all of a sudden, my phone ring. I look at it. I know that number. That's SPD right there. That's Springfield Police Department. I'm very familiar with that number. I've been in trouble I've been in and out of trouble pretty much my whole life. At this point, they know where to find me. So when I answer the phone, hello, because I hide in plain sight. I don't want to make it look like I'm guilty, like I ain't answering my phone. I want to send you to the voicemail. I said, hello. He said, how you doing, Joe? I said, I'm good. What about yourself? You know what I'm saying? I got to play it out. He was like, you mind come down here and talk to me? I said, come down and talk to you about what? He said, well, there was a murder last night. I said, I ain't for real. He said, yep. He said, I need you to come down here and talk to me about it. I said, I don't know nothing about no murder. I said, I don't know nothing. I said, I'm under arrest. He was like, nah, you're not under arrest. I said, I'm gonna holler at you. I hang up the phone. As soon as I hang up the phone, it ain't 2 minutes past. My little cousin phone ring, which was my other phone that I gave him that I used to trap off of. So when he showed me the number, I'm looking at him like, answer it. And the whole time, I've been around my little cousin now, he's a habitual liar. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell a lie. He'll tell a lie to save his life. And he better lie right now to save his life. Because I've been around him long enough to know he got tail signs. If he get the scratching on his face or he get the them tail signs to let me know, oh, he gonna tell something. So I got that hand on him. And I'm thinking to myself, if dude give a tail sign, I'm finna John Wick him right now. So he answers the phone, hello. He don't sound nervous or nothing. He on point, you know what I'm saying? He play a role. And then I hear him say, oh, I don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? And he get on the phone. So I'm thinking everything cool, everything kosher, like everything, you know what I'm saying, solid. So my mama called me. I answered the phone, hello. Who guns is he? I hang up on pow. What is she calling me like that for? She called me back. I answered the phone. Hello. She said, did you have something to do with that? What did you talk about, Mama? What's going on? Did you have something to do with that last night with that boy getting killed? Who blood is that? Or I hang up, Mama.